captain yesterday, a leader with Cam out for the season. And I know it's next man up mentality, but just as a guy that's going to battle with it. How tough is that?
It's hard to lose a guy like that. You know, a leader both on and off the field, a physical, dominant presence on that defensive side of the ball. But we all know Cam. We know Cam will be back around here as much as he can, being the leader that we expect him to be. On the sideline, I'm sure as soon as he can be, in this locker room as soon as he can be. So it stinks to lose a guy like that, but you know, we're going to have to keep playing.
It comes like on that side of the ball, though, you have 3, 4, 5 guys that can be leaders. Something that you guys can lean on.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to lose a guy like your captain and stuff like that, but other guys have to step up. I mean, it's that time of year, it's that sport where you lose guys and other guys have to be ready to step up. So we'll count on some leadership from some other guys, and hopefully if it's, you know, 3 or 4 different guys stepping up, then that's awesome.
It almost seems like the only solution is score more points, outscore them.
Well, that's always got to be our mentality. But you know, as you start getting down into playoff time and end of the season stuff, that you need to go out there and score as many points you can anyway. 30 points is always our goal, but we would love 35, 40, 45, obviously.
Dan, what have been some of the issues on the road? I mean, the last 3 games have not been that productive.
Losing.
No, you know, from an offensive standpoint, it's not the same numbers you put up at Hines.
Well, it's just the you know, the comfort level of being at home, using the cadence. You know, we get on the road, it's obviously a lot louder, and you have to use a silent count, and that means head bobs from the gun or under center. So just sometimes timing can be off a little bit, but there's no real excuses. We need to step up. We pride ourselves in years past here being a great road football team, and we need to do that. And you know, we're going to have to start this week.
Would you like to, you know, you had some success in the fourth quarter in Baltimore speeding up, so part of that was the game situation too. Would you like to go to a no huddle type of situation earlier?
We'll do whatever we need to do, whatever's best for the team. You know, we will formulate a game plan, which we've already started, and we'll continue to tweak it and move some things around and change some things throughout the week. And then whenever Saturday night comes, we'll kind of hammer it down and finalize what our game plan is going to be, with the obvious ability to change in the middle of the game depending on what's going on. I assume weather will be a factor. I saw 30-mile-an-hour winds, so that, you know, I don't think there'll be too many deep balls unless you're going with the wind.
And I know it's early in the week, but what are you sensing from your team as far as, you know, maybe an enhanced accountability and discipline?
Just you know, seeing and being around the guys, just excitement to get back on the football field.
And the optics weren't very good with AB running out of bounds on the final play. Can you shed some light on what the play call was, what was supposed to happen there?
Well, I can't give you the play call in case it gets called again, but you know, it's just they had 8, 9 guys way back. There's no real play call designed for that other than a Hail Mary, but I couldn't throw it that far, I don't think. And so you kind of just get the ball to someone, and then you just really just whatever happens. It turns into a free-for-all, and you know, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. And if you look at the film, he's running down the left side, and he was on the single side by himself. All the guys were to the other receivers were to the right. And as soon as we got him the ball, if you watch it, myself and the other linemen, we're sprinting down the field for that free-for-all. And as you're watching him go to the left, he kind of gets surrounded by a lot of Cowboys really quick. He got down the field pretty far, but I mean, no one in here has ever been in a situation when you've got 6 or 7 grown men that are some of the most physical people in the world coming after you, and you're, you know, no offense to AB, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but I don't know what he's supposed to do. I mean, throw it over his head, kick it backwards. You know, it's easy to say watching today, or people that watch the game, it's easy to say, why didn't he do this, why don't you do that? Well, until you're in that situation, you don't know what you have to do.
Hey, Bennett, other than AB, pretty much every receiver you've had has been hurt somewhat or suspended or whatever. Has that been tough continuity-wise for the offense, or finding that second receiving target?
It can be tricky, but I think guys have stepped up. Eli's really done a great job. You know, we're doing some good things, then got hurt like you talked about, and has come back. I know Sammy started out really strong and is dealing with some injuries now, and for a wide receiver to have 2 fingers, that's not a good thing to have, obviously. So I think Kobe stepped up and done some really good things. So guys just continue to keep getting better, and we're putting guys in. We're using tight ends more. We're using Le'Veon at wide receiver. So you know, guys just need to keep performing the best that they can, and we'll keep finding ways to get them the ball and hope for the best.
Do you have a relationship with Tony Romo? Do you see his speech, his statement yesterday?
I didn't see it.
And there's some pretty windy conditions, including 6, 7 years ago.
Yes.
What does it change to throwing the ball?
spinning it. You got to spin the ball, and I'm not a guy that when I throw it spins a lot, so I'll wear a glove this week in practice because if it's going 30-mile-an-hour wind, I'm gonna have to wear a glove on Sunday. So the preparation will be to wear a glove to help you spin the ball.